Hope y'all having a grand day. But look, before the video start, so basically I was coming home from work, you know what I'm saying, and I just got into an Uber, and we just started chopping it up. You feel me? So I don't know what the title of this video gonna be. So I just hope y'all enjoy, learn something from it, listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it can help change your perspective. Maybe it can help you out in some way. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a video of me hopping into the Uber. We randomly start talking and things like that. So enjoy, y'all. Peace and love. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful.
Wow.
Even just fasting, even if you want to just start fasting, you don't have to just jump straight into being vegan. You can fast and use that as baby steps to better your diet. You don't have to just go straight to vegan. You can start adding more fruits, more vegetables, better your diet. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So if you want to do fasting or intermittent fasting, that's very powerful as well because you're not constantly consuming. It gives your body time to break down these toxins and all this leftover food and things like that. So now you detoxing and now you feeling way better and things like that. So you gotta clean your vessel.
That's good. I mean, man, it's very good that you're on this, man.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, you made me want to know, but I really got to get back to it myself because just like you said, sometimes when you put that stuff in your system, right? Like, your stomach feels funny. I don't know about you. You know, it makes you. With me, I don't feel at ease. It's like every time you walk, you feel like something is inside you.
Yeah, and also it brings other things like it brings anxiety, things like that. You feel me? Like it just don't make you feel sluggish. It brings other things like that because like I said earlier, like you are what you consume. And like these dead animals, they had a life too. And before they was killed, they was fearful. They was in sorrow. They knew they were scared. Like I said, energy doesn't die; it just transfers. And now that energy is going with you, what you just ate. So now it's going to be translated into different things like anxiety, social anxiety, paranoia, things like that. So in order to clean that, you got to start from fasting, changing your diet, things like that. And people ask me why your skin so clear, how your skin gets so clear. It's your diet. It's literally your diet. It's not what you put on your face. It's what you eat.
It's what you eat because what you eat, you get to a point.
Yeah. What you put in you comes out.
Wow. That's deep, man. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Gratitude. I appreciate you.
I mean, that for real, though. Keep it up. Because, like I told you, I did it and then I've changed. But from what you just told me, I just gotta go
You use that as confirmation to make your next steps for your life. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what you got to do to improve your life. So use this as confirmation. Like, oh man, this is confirmation for me to get back on my stuff. We're not having this conversation for no reason. I don't believe in coincidence.
Who are you, man? Who are you, man?
You know?
Who are you, man? Oh, wow. You want me to tell you what we're talking about yet? What I mean?
Yeah.
So I go to church, right? And then we have a youth program in the church itself. But the youth are starting fasting today.
Yeah.
Right? And then from what they told us, so we can choose to join them or we can choose to start ours, I think, next week or whatever. So what we're talking about, it's not just talk.
Yeah.
And then the way you put it, confirmation.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. You were just telling me like you want to get back on your things like that, and like I said, use this as confirmation. You know yourself exactly what you got to do to make yourself to get to the next level.
It is really a confirmation because I myself, even beside the church stuff, I've set myself to fast and I still have not been able to do it.
Yeah.
I start like early this year, last December, and I just break through.
Yeah.
Along the way, I didn't do it well. So.
Yeah. And another thing.
For sure, that's a confirmation.
Yeah, another thing, don't procrastinate about it. Just do it. Just act off your thoughts. If this is something you want to do, don't sit around, oh, I'm going to do it next week, I'm going to do it this day. No, you only have right now in the present moment. The future is not real. The past has already happened already. So use right now. That's why it's called the present, because it's a gift.
And you see what you just said, right? So let's chop it up. I mean, let's go deep into it, right? It requires self-empowerment. You know?
Yeah.
You said something to do. You said, like, now you are empowered along the way. So make sure that light is always glowing.
Yeah.
Because at some point, you can tell stuff get diminished, like the light quench a little bit, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I've been vegan for like 5 months. I mean, one chicken will not help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I do understand. Like, I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm not striving to be perfect. I'm just striving to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So if anything does happen, it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna enjoy my experience, and if I ever say like, cause I still do want chicken and things like that sometimes. So if I know I've been disciplined, if I know I've been on my stuff, I'm gonna reward myself for my disciplined action. I just know what goes into my body, and I know how to. You gotta know your body better than anyone else. Like if I eat this chicken, I know I gotta detox right afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Fast. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
You know
So.
what you just said? So you see, although you are on that journey, right?
Yeah.
At some point, the chicken will cross in, and then it's gonna distort that journey, and then you might think, oh, it's okay, I gotta fast. But that's what I meant by self-empowerment. You said I'm doing this for the next 5 years or throughout my life.
Yeah.
So every day you gotta be empowered.
Yeah.
Every day you gotta be empowered. That's what I mean.
And when that urge does come to like, oh man, I want to eat some meat, you gotta have that self-discipline, that self-strength to like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. And once you do that, you get a little bit more powerful to handle even more harder urges and things like that. And then eventually down the line, you're just not gonna want it anymore.
Yes, and then you see, well, you said it's spiritual, because having that self-empowerment, you gotta connect with your inner being.
Yeah, you gotta connect with source. You gotta connect with your soul.
Because you know, I mean, evil exists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in that realm of spirit, like what you eat, if it's an easy way for demons, whatever, to get through you, that's the path that they can. So they will manipulate your mind. Oh, one chicken is okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know very well.
And you know exactly you're not supposed to be doing that. So it's that temptation. You got to be able to conquer your urge, fight your demons. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like that. Fight your demons.
You got to be able to face your demons.
And before you got to face them, you got to be aware that they what?
That they're here. You got to be aware that they, oh man, okay, this is the urge right now. This is temptation. You're trying to get me to do this.
Yeah.
And then you got to, in that moment, you got to be like, okay, I'm not doing it. You got to understand that you are powerful.
Man.
You got to believe in yourself.
You see what we're talking about, man, this is the best. I'm so glad that, I mean, it's like, you have that confirmation, or you have like, I mean, because I've been trying to rebuild this journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And food, you know, building that spiritual stuff, like what you've done for that 5 months, right? It brings some spiritual connection to you. That it gives you some self-assurance, you know? It's like, I don't know about you, but it's like now you attest to it. It's like now you're full of confidence. Right or wrong?
Yeah, I'm full of confidence, full of energy. I know exactly where I'm going. I walk with my chest out, head up high, things like that. It also connects with, I don't know if you know what semen retention is when you hold on to your sexual energy, when you don't release, when you don't masturbate or have sex, when you just hold on to your energy.
It's what? It connects to what?
Semen retention.
Semen?
Retention.
Retention, okay.
It's when you hold on to your sexual energy. Basically, you don't bust a nut. And once you start retaining your energy, you start to it's very powerful, because society today is so pornographic. So it's music, commercials, everything is so pornographic, so they constantly want you to release. So once you understand that and aware of that, of what your seed is and how powerful your sexual energy and your life force really is, your life gets to start to change for the better, because that's your manifestation energy. You got these goals and things like that, but you don't want to get to them because you have no energy within you. So once you start holding this energy within you, you're gonna be your own God. Like, you're gonna conquer your goals. You're gonna be ruthless. Like,
so you know why I'm laughing, right?
say again.
I say, you know why I'm laughing, right? I'm chuckling, whatever. See, this is what I'll share with you. I belong to a church, right?
Yeah.
And we do fasting every October, right?
Yeah.
And I always raise seed. Sometimes when you pray and you pray for wisdom, you get wisdom. I always, I'm like, we don't need to, I'm married. So I tell my wife, during fasting, we don't need to have any sexual encounter. And she's like, oh, it's okay, whatever. And then I intentionally go brought it up to the church, like some people in the church.
Right.
And it seems they also don't get it.
Some people not gonna understand. Some people not gonna be on that frequency yet. I'm not gonna say that they not ever gonna be that frequency, but they not on that frequency yet. So another thing about that, you gotta protect your energy, because a lot of things that you may preach or want to share out, and want to share your knowledge and things like that, people are not gonna be able, maybe not gonna be able yet to receive that type of information.
See, so let me tell you this. We went to like a gathering, and then I mean Q&A, right? And then I brought that up. I'm like, it depends on the man, the individual, but you take the spiritual part out of it. If you have sex with a woman fasting, you're gonna be out of energy,
Right.
and you're gonna have the urge to break the fast that quick because
you're gonna be drained. You're gonna have no energy to want to continue.
You know, so one of the guys was like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm like, wow, you okay? I mean, but what about others? You know,
right?
What about that edge? And then even the moment you get in that sexual act with somebody, they also put some energy away.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think just sex is just a feeling or it's just a nut. No, that's literally sexual energy transmutation. Y'all literally sharing energies, becoming one. She has a soul and you tie in it. So it's like you got to be careful who you lay with and who you share your energy with, because if they not clean themselves and stuff like that, and y'all exchange energy and y'all in intercourse, you're gonna feel whatever she's feeling.
Yes.
You're gonna either you're gonna feel drained or anything like that. So whenever you have sexual intercourse, make sure your partner is exactly like you, or is she got to be working on herself and things like that. She got to just be all around taking care of herself.
Listen to this. Listen to what I've been saying, right? And what I've been telling people. I mean, we've been the church been preparing us to be counselors. But I'll tell people, and then grab yourself. Anytime you're gonna have a sexual encounter with somebody, make sure the both of you pray to clear that.
Yes, that's what I like. That's what I've been telling my partner, like things like that. Like I've been teaching her what sex really is and things like that. Like I told her, my past experience, I never spoke intentions before I had sex. I always just dove into the sexual intercourse. Like I told her, like if it ever comes to times further down the line, whenever we do have intercourse, I want to be able to speak intentions, and because that's literally y'all could create something powerful with that. You know what I'm saying? Put your intentions into the air. Okay, I want to become closer with you. I want to be able to manifest money with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to get to my goals, create businesses and things like that. Things like that. A lot of people don't understand that.
Man, you are very wise. So you know what you just said, and I pick seed. When we're gonna have, like I've been telling people, I mean, if you get to the Christian faith, right?
Yeah.
You are being taught when you're gonna eat, well, you pray over your food, right?
Okay.
So when you're gonna have sex to produce something, wouldn't you like to pray over it before you even engage into it, and so that whatever the fruit of it will be is gonna be what?
Yeah. Way better than what it was. Like, and just you don't want, another thing, like you don't just want to have sex out of lust, because like that's gonna be your whole foundation around your relationship. You just having sex out of lust and not having no meaning behind the sex and things like that. So
yeah. See, but with me, where I stand is this: when you prove out the sex, there's a likelihood that the product that's gonna come out of the sex, the kid, we're going this way, right?
yeah.
We're going this direction.
Nah, you go straight. You go straight.
Okay, we'll keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah.
No, but why this is not gonna make a use?
I don't know what it's talking about.
Oh, the gas station is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you pray that God, or whatever it is, we're about to engage in this,
Yeah.
let it be your will, and let the fruits be of your will, and sustain whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm coming? I mean, it's like, I don't know how to say it. I'm not that smart, whatever, but
You very smart. Don't say that.
nobody has told me that, but I'm like, come on, people, we pray for over our food, so can't we pray over having sex to produce, so that whatever
Exactly.
we're gonna produce is gonna
And to be honest, you really not supposed to be having sex unless you are really trying to reproduce and things like that. Unless you're really trying to procreate and things like that, because we've been programmed to constantly release and just think sex is just a normal thing and things like that.
And then there are demons who also take advantage of
Yeah.
the semen and all that stuff.
That's why it's very important to protect your energy and be careful who you lay with.
Let me leave you with this. So what I ask people is this, right? If humans, right? We humans, right? We pray like PRAY. You know how an animal pray on other animals too.
Right.
If we pray on ourselves and animals and other stuff, what or who will pray on us?
Exactly.
Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
You see, animals, right? Like there are animals like a tiger, whatever. They prey over other animals. They catch them and then they.
Right.
Okay. We humans, right? Who or what prey on us? Is they get it?
Yeah.
We think we are super, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the demons and stuff, they prey on us.
That's true.
Without we seeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's deep.
That is deep.
That's my thinking.
A lot of people don't understand that. I like your perception on that. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel. I'm like, you see, we think we are human, but let me tell you, stuff coming to your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does it come from? Sometimes they are good, they are bad.
Exactly.
Where does it come from? Is somebody else, some being or some whatever trying to prey on you to get close to where they want you to be, and then in that realm of spirit, they can take advantage of what?
That's true. But I say you got to understand also you are not your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You just a vessel in this body. You are just a consciousness in this body. You're a spirit in this body. You're just a navigator. You know what I'm saying? Once you start to understand like this, like everything external you don't have nothing control externally. Only thing you control is how you feel and how you view yourself internally. So once you stop reacting to things external and start just being an observer of things, life gets easier because now things not getting to you. Now you don't see life attacking you like, oh man, this is happening to me, things like that. Now you have a different perception, and things like that. So now it's like, okay, this was supposed to happen. This is happening for me, things like that. So you gotta use that as an observer mode, like, oh man, this is just a play.
So let me tell you, see what just happened, right? So what we talking, right? And probably you also practice. You see that girl that walked past by us.
Yeah.
Okay? This is what I practice, especially when I'm doing a fasting stuff. Right? So the moment men, right? The moment the woman or even we see them, right? Then we start to formulate thoughts, right?
Yeah.
See? Then you build it up. Like you see a booty, whatever, then it gets to a point that you also want to go home and then what? So with me, the moment I see stuff like that, I start to pray in my head.
Yeah.
Just so that I wouldn't take that whenever I see.
Because I understand you because like as it's I want to say it's natural, but I guess it is because like when you see a woman, you naturally want to look at her body and things like that. You feel me? Because I believe that's what we've been programmed to believe and things like that. One practice I have learned from my experience and things like that, because like when I'm on semen retention, like you get aroused quicker because you holding on to your essence. You get aroused quicker because you holding on to your essence. So the small things arouse you, like the fingertips, anything like that, because you appreciate the woman way more because you holding on to your sexual energy. So once you looking at these things, say like you look at the butt and stuff like that. If you constantly doing that lustful energy is gonna build up. It's gonna make you want to release and things like that. So to prevent that, you gotta tell yourself, oh man, I'm not gonna look at this. And before you look at it, just don't. You gotta have that power with you, man. I'm the man. I don't need to look at this. I'm not lustful, because you just feeding your ego looking at it.
Yeah. So you see with me, so this is my other crazy thinking. I think, right. You know they have sex demons, right? You know the semen that we release is very powerful.
Life force.
Yeah?
Life force energy.
Yeah. So my head tells me a demon can just put you into that mode to release it so that they can take it in the realm of spirit.
Yeah.
So all this that, like I'm talking about booty, it's like they are around you, building you so that you go in and do what?
Release
it, and then they pick it up.
Exactly, and you got, that's why I say you got to be careful who you lay your head with, because women can definitely steal your energy, and now you depleted, now you drained, now you back on day one. You know what I'm saying? So in order to be your highest version of self, as a young man, I understand that, man, I am not my lustful thoughts. You know what I'm saying? In order to rid these lustful thoughts, you gotta be on your shit. You gotta be on semen retention, things like that.
I like that semen retention. I've never heard of that, man. You really inspired me today, man.
Oh, no problem, man. You inspired me too, man. I'm glad we had this conversation. It was very eye-opening.
I mean, let me tell you, keep up what you're doing. God bless. Keep focused, you know.
Gratitude, man. I appreciate you so much.
Don't let anything distract you, like what you're talking about, because you see when you're on that path and you focus, like now, see, you came in and asked you want to go back. You know how many of your colleagues have talked to them? Yesterday I picked a girl, I said, she said, I should tell you the boss, F this, F that.
Oh, man.
I'm going back. You know what I mean? Like, since with you focus, you have some direction.
I have a purpose that I gotta get to.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm on my purpose. Once I'm locked in on my purpose, nothing can distract me.
Like that, man. God bless.
God bless you, man.
All right.
No problem. Have a good one.
All right.
Yes, sir.